So for giggles, I'm gonna see if I can record leaving the property. Oh yeah, I don't know, my seatbelt on. I'm a bad boy. This here is Highway 58. That's the driveway down to the property. So, anyway, just put my seatbelt on. 1 second. All right. And I did record from my house to this house 10 minutes. Your results may vary. I drive fast. So this is Highway 58. We're probably about 10 minutes from the far side of Mountain View. If we were to go a different direction than my house. Let me roll up my window. Okay, so not sure if that. Not sure if this video will turn out at all or not, but so this is Highway 58 going to Highway 14 from the house out on Highway 58. If you take a left at the T we get to, that goes to Pleasant Grove and Batesville, which is my house and probably where the big city of Batesville is. And if you take a right, you'll end up in Mountain View. So as you can see, very pretty. These are not evergreens. These are deciduous. So unlike on the coast in California, we have seasons. These things will all turn yellow and orange and red and beautiful, and then they fall off, and then you freeze your butt off for the winter. And then spring, which is what we're in right now. Beautiful day, sunny, mid 60s. Everything's green and alive and growing. Things here grow much more than we were used to. So like, whereas we might get away with mowing our lawn once every, I don't know, a couple weeks, once a month maybe. Out here, because of the sun and the humidity in the soil or whatever it is, like you better mow once a week minimum. And if things fall just right, where it rains and then it's sunny and then it rains and then it's sunny, you might have to mow twice a week. It's that fast. So I really doubt the camera can capture it, but it is so pretty out here. This is Stone County, and they named this county well. It's you are real likely to run into rock if you start digging it all deep. But the house is on 58. It seems to be relatively good soil. Like, I trenched that trench with my backhoe, and I hit some big rocks, but nothing like my property out in Pleasant Grove. Where I'm at, when I dig, you're likely as not, you're gonna get a rock layer, and you just start digging and feeling to find the edges of it to bust it up and dig through it. So digging trenches almost never happens. You end up digging giant holes. We're nearly there. When I get to the turnoff, I'm going to stop recording. It's just really more of this for the most part. I might film going into Pleasant Grove just so you can see the actual fields. There are some beautiful fields out there with a pond and stuff. It's just really cool looking. But I don't even know how well this camera is going to be able to capture this, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. So this is 14 east and west. If I take a right, I'm in Mountain View in probably 5 minutes, probably less. Hanging a left, Batesville, 31 miles. Now, if I'm driving, I can be there in 45 minutes. So that's even with the stoplights and the traffic and stuff. But that's me driving, right? So anyway, Highway 14. And on down the road. church, you'll see we'll pass, I think we passed like 5 churches in 10 miles. There's basically a church every other mile, seems like. We'll pass my church. I like this time of year and I like fall. I also kind of like the winter just because there's sort of a fun challenge to dealing with serious cold. I've been out here our first winter. I was like, oh, okay, 30 degrees. Yeah, no big deal. And so you deal with, frozen stuff, frozen ice, little bits of water. And then a few weeks later, we had -1 degree temperature. And I thought, well, how much colder could it be, really? Freezing's freezing, right? No. -1 is a lot colder than 30. I went out in it, in the snow, and it's pretty amazing how quickly your body tells you in no uncertain terms, hey, we're dying. Go back in the house. It's very cold when it's 1 degree or 0 degrees. That's not at all the same as 30. Luckily, it doesn't happen very often, I don't think, so. Alright, I'm going to stop recording this right now. I think it's a tad tedious, but I thought you'd get a feel for the road. It looks just like this all the way till Pleasant Grove, and it opens up a little bit to some fields. But yeah, this is basically it. This is the big highway, Highway 14. Look at all this traffic. Bumper to bumper, practically. Ridiculous. It's probably partly because churches just let out a little bit ago. So